Russell Payne, and this is the Vindicators Candidate Spotlight Forums. And we're here today with a candidate for Liberty County Justice of the Peace Precinct 2, Briana Dryer. And, well, why don't you take a moment to introduce yourself to folks?
Okay. My name is Briana Dryer. I'm a resident of Devers. I'm running for Justice of the Peace Precinct 2. A little bit of my background. I have a background in the oil field. My husband was a pipeline welder, and I traveled with him, working with him as his welder's helper for, I'd say, 5 or 6 years. And then I went and got certified to do safety management. Mm-hmm. So I moved on from welder helper to being a safety manager on pipeline. And then we moved back here about, I want to say 7 or 8 years ago. And we opened several small businesses. Well, I say small businesses, just several businesses around here in the county. Mm-hmm. I'm on the board with for multiple youth sports. My husband and I, we coach. We try to be involved in the community as much as possible. I have 2 kids. I have a 14-year-old and a 10-year-old, both boys.
Just to little housekeeping on this, Precinct 2 consists of Devers, Raywood, and the whole Dezetta areas. The incumbent currently is Jimmy Belt, who is seeking re-election. Ms. Dryer is one of 3 candidates. Mm-hmm. Robert Adams also. What place are you on the ballot?
Number 1.
Number 1 on the ballot. Mm-hmm. So she will be number 1 on the ballot in that race for JP Precinct 2. And tell me, what made the decision? What brought you to the decision to run for JP?
Honestly, what brought me to the decision, what finalized it, would be my kids. But so back in 2024, about November, I was approached by several different members of the community asking me if I would run for JP, if I would consider it. So I went and I talked to my husband about it, and back and forth, and my kids overheard the conversation. I was talking to my husband, I could do it, but what if I don't win and stuff? And then my kids came to me and they're like, Mom, how are you going to tell us, we can be anything, we can do anything with our life if you're not going to take your own advice? So I was like, you know what, you're right. I can't tell you that and then let you watch me not do that.
Yeah, and it definitely, everyone that runs puts themselves out there. Absolutely, yes. There's no doubt about it.
And I feel like this is the best, because I try to help the community any way I can. And I feel like this is probably the best way possible for me personally to help the community.
What do you think you would bring to the job of Justice of the Peace?
I would bring fairness, integrity, be fair but firm. I want to have an open door policy. Like, I want anybody in the community to be able to come to me and I can help them in any way possible, without giving legal advice. Can't do that. Mm-hmm. Let's see, what I can bring. I don't know. I think that's good.
Well, the court, so Justice of the Peace is responsible for small civil cases. Right. Those under $20,000. From criminal cases, Class C misdemeanors. Also, as a magistrate, they perform inquests in the time of deaths. Can do marriages.
Yes.
Marriages. Justice of the Peace, unlike judges in other courts, is not necessarily an attorney. Mm-hmm. So there's that's one of the big differences there in that. And with that, I guess the question I would ask you: what do you feel is lacking there in the Justice of the Peace office today that
what is lacking?
Maybe compelled you to run, or compelled folks to ask you to run?
So the folks at the community have come to me and said that they are not happy with the way it's being run right now. They don't feel like the JP is out with the community. They don't feel like he's doing enough with the community. They feel like he's only out during election time. Because with the community over in our area, they're very tight-knit. They want to see their JP at everything. They want to see him at all the events and giving back to the community more.
And what would you do, or what are you doing already that you would continue to do if you were elected Justice of the Peace?
Well, like I said earlier, we give back to the youth. We're on the youth boards. We coach in the sports. During Thanksgiving every year, we hand out Thanksgiving plates to make sure nobody goes without a meal. When the water well was down quite a few times, here recently, we delivered water to people to make sure that everybody was able to brush their teeth and stuff like that. I could go on and on. We're at every event that the community holds. We're there.
I think you have put on a softball tournament.
We did put on two softball tournaments this past year. We were able to give back $7,000 to the community, to 3 different organizations in the community. Okay.
You also have there's a third opponent. I guess what's the difference between you? I guess the difference in you and your opponents, just in general. What do you think that you're going to bring? What is it?
The difference between me and the opponents, I feel like I'm probably more personable. I feel like to me personally, I feel like I'm more approachable. I'm just a regular person. I'm not sure how to answer that one. I'm sorry.
That's all right.
I'm trying. I don't want to say anything negative about them. Is why.
Gotcha. Let's see here. If elected, what are you looking forward to most about the opportunity?
Mostly looking forward to helping the community. I could care about them, every single one of them. I look forward to just being there for people in time of need, and for inquests and all that. It's a very hard time for people. I want to just be able to be there for them for that. Just giving back to the community, really.
So, Justice of the Peace is a long-standing position. Dates back to England, and of course, I think it's the 150th anniversary here. So, just useless history trivia for you, but I believe it's the 150th anniversary of the Texas Constitution of 1876. Anyway, there's useless trivia for you. And of course, Judge Roy Bean would be one of the most famous justices of the peace. Is probably the most famous justice of the peace of all time. I highly suspect you're going to probably be a little more lenient than a man known as the judge, jury, and executioner. Real quick, going over some things. Early voting begins February the 17th. Election day is Tuesday, March the 3rd. Voters registration deadline, if you are not registered to vote, is February the 2nd. Some candidate forums are coming up. We'll have a candidate forum for Congressional District 9 and Senate District 3 on Wednesday, February 11th at 6 p.m. at the Dayton Community Center. The following night, we will have County Commissioners Precinct 2 and Precinct 4, as well as the 75th and 253rd District Court judges, also at 6 p.m., also at the Dayton Community Center. We will continue to bring candidate spotlights to you throughout the election season. And of course, we will have our election guide that will come out on February the 20th in the Vindicator and online. And that will be available to everyone at no cost, by the way. And we'll look forward to getting that out there so you can make informed decisions. What's been the best, or what have you enjoyed the most so far on the campaign trail?
Honestly, just meeting all the new people that I haven't had a chance to meet yet. I've met so many wonderful people.
Okay. Would you like to make one more pitch to the voters?
Yeah, honestly, I want everybody to do their own research, to look into each candidate and choose the one that you feel is the best for the community. Don't go and just, my friend's voting for this one, so that's who I want to vote for. Please do your research.
All right. Well, Briana Dryer is the ballot for Justice of the Peace Precinct 2, number 1 on the ballot, the Republican ballot. Again, early voting starts February 17th. Election day is the March the 3rd. We will hear from more from her in our election guide. She'll give you some of the issues that are important to her, I think, and you'll get to read about all of her candidates. We'll have that, and we look forward to hosting more of these candidate spotlights, and you'll be able to find those on our menu. See all this candidate interviews at thevindicator.com on the menu drop down. You'll also be able to find it on Facebook and at YouTube. And until next time, we'll thank you for joining us, and thank you, and good luck on the campaign trail.
Thank you.